When you've spent hours hunting for the perfect teleprompter, you end up with a glossy product page that promises studio-grade confidence. But when you actually try it on a live stream, the scrolling text stutters, the screen blazes in your face, and you spend more time fumbling than delivering your lines. I've been there, and I know the hesitation that comes with dropping a decent chunk of cash on something that might end up as a paperweight on your desk. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review, I'm going to walk through exactly how the Elgato prompter holds up in the real-world situations that matter to creators, so you can decide whether it's the shortcut to smoother videos or just another piece of gear you'll keep on the shelf. First off, the biggest selling point is the built-in 12-inch LCD that you drag and drop your script onto. Most teleprompters on the market require you to run a separate laptop or tablet, sync it with a remote app, and then hope the cables don't get tangled. With the Elgato unit, you just copy a .txt or .pdf file to the screen, hit play, and the text scrolls directly in front of your camera lens. In my own setup, I was able to replace a bulky iPad stand and a second monitor in under 5 minutes. That speed of deployment is a real time saver when you're moving between a quick Zoom call and a longer YouTube recording session. Ease of use is where the prompter really shines for beginners. The menu lives on the same screen as the script, so you never have to switch windows on a separate device. Adjust the scroll speed with a single tap, flip the text direction for languages that run right to left, and the whole interface is controlled via a small desktop app that works on both Mac and PC. Because the software is designed to be desktop-controlled, you can keep your hands free for gestures or for adjusting your lighting without accidentally hitting a hidden setting. That low menu friction means a new creator can start recording within a single take, rather than spending half the session hunting through hidden options. Now, let's talk compatibility. Elgato advertises super compatible, and they deliver. The mount attaches to any DSLR, mirrorless, or even a smartphone rig with a standard 1-inch thread. I tested it with a Canon EOS M50, a Sony a6400, and a Logitech C920 webcam, and in each case the prompter sat flush with the lens, preserving the exact framing you set up before you hit record. That means you don't have to recompose when you swap cameras, an essential feature if you're shooting a mix of high-quality vlog footage and quick live streams. The built-in screen also supports 1080p output, so the text remains crisp even when you're recording at 4K. The camera doesn't have to upscale a blurry tablet display. One area where the prompter feels a little less polished is low-light behavior. The LCD is bright enough for most indoor setups, but if you're filming in a dim studio or a nighttime vlog, the screen can reflect off the glass and create a subtle halo around your face. I mitigated it by lowering the screen brightness and adding a softbox to the side, but that adds an extra piece of equipment you might not have planned for. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you rely on ambient lighting and don't want to fight a glow on every shot. Battery confidence is another practical point. The unit plugs into the camera's power via a standard D-Coot port, or you can use a separate USB-C power brick. In my tests, a fully charged power brick ran the prompter for a full 8-hour streaming marathon without a hiccup. That eliminates the anxiety of a sudden shutdown mid-script, which can be disastrous for live audiences. However, if you're on the go and don't have access to a wall outlet, you'll need to bring a power bank that can supply 5V at 2A, which adds a small but noticeable bulk to your portable kit. Stabilization isn't usually a talking point for teleprompters, but the Elgato's mounting plate is surprisingly sturdy. The clamp holds tight even when the camera is on a gimbal or a handheld rig, and the glass is made from tempered acrylic that resists scratches. I did a quick shake test by moving the camera around while reading a script, and the text stayed perfectly centered with no wobble. For creators who like to add a bit of movement, think walkthrough tutorials or product unboxings, that stability makes a big difference in maintaining a professional look. Who should buy this? If you're a full-time content creator who does a mix of live streaming, tutorial recordings, and occasional video calls, the Elgato prompter saves you the mental load of memorizing lines and the technical hassle of syncing multiple devices. It's also a solid fit for educators who record lecture videos and need a reliable way to stay on script without breaking eye contact with the camera. Because the setup is fast and the software is cross-platform, even hobbyists